Hi teachers, today I'm going to explain about Foundation Level 2, Class 11, Run for Key. In this class, the students are introduced to the mouse coordinates. They will also use random block, go-to block learned in the previous class. At the end of this class, they will create an escape game and help Agent 7 to nab the key and escape the room. The blocks we have used in this class is mouse X, which is a sensing block that returns the mouse pointer's current X coordinate. Similarly, mouse Y is also a sensing block that returns the mouse pointer's current Y coordinate. We have go to mouse pointer block, which is a motion block, and it sets the position of an actor to the position of the selected parameter. Teachers, we are also going to use the vocabulary and will ensure that we are using the right terminologies in the class. For example, actors, stage, code area, broadcast, costume, command, and etc. Then start the class with the story narration. So after crossing the laser beams, Agent 7 enters the hideout and he encounters one of the gang members. The gang member locks the door, throws away the key, and runs away. Agent 7 chases the gang member. Here we have to help Agent 7 to grab the key, however, by avoiding the gang member, which means that Agent 7 should not touch the gang member and he should grab the key which is occurring at the random location. So it's time for exploring the main activity, which is the student activity. In the explore activity, we have gang member, we have Agent 7, and we'll have a key appearing at the random location. So please ensure to start with the explore activity, request the student for the screen share, and ask them to click on the play button. Once they click on the play button, they'll be able to see Agent 7, and we can see that the key is appearing on random location. And Agent 7 is moving on the screen with the help of the mouse pointer. The moment Agent 7 touches or grabs the key, it shows great work, you're one step closer to nabbing the ring. However, let's see what happens if gang member touches Agent 7. So if gang member touches Agent 7, the background changes to say, oh no, I'm trapped. So this is the entire activity. Let the student explore. Then go back to the slides. Now over here, we will ask the student to share their observations. So what are the observations we had? We could see that the key is appearing at the random location. It was moving around randomly. We could see that Agent 7 moves with the mouse pointer. Then we had a gang member who was continuously following Agent 7. And Agent 7 escapes the room when he gets the key and it says great work. Then if in case Agent 7 touches the gang member, it gets trapped and we can see the background changes to, oh no, I'm trapped. We have 4 missions in this class. So let's start with the first mission. In the first mission, we have to show the key appearing randomly on the screen. Before starting with the activity, we will have a quick quiz question for the student to check their understanding from the previous class. So, which code block was used to set the initial position of the laser beams in the previous class, which means the starting position? So, the correct answer is go to X and Y. In this class as well, we are going to use the same code block, go to X and Y. And we want the key to go to the random positions, hence we are using the pick random block. Now on the screen, the key is appearing randomly from screen left to screen right, from screen top to screen bottom. Hence, we are using these 4 blocks to ensure that the key is randomly appearing in the entire stage. Let's go ahead and start with the activity. Okay, so in this activity, we have to show key randomly. In this activity, we will make the key appear at random locations. So first of all, we have to take on start block and we will attach the go to block to it. Now we want the key to go randomly at different locations. So we are going to use the pick random command and attach it to X. We are going to take another pick random block and we have to attach it to Y. Now go next on the tutorial. Here we can see that we have all the code blocks that we need to ensure that the key is moving from randomly from screen left to screen right, top and bottom. So for the horizontal movement for X, we are going to place screen left to screen right. And for vertical movement, we are going to take screen top to screen bottom, which means that the key should go to random positions from screen left to right and from screen top to bottom. Now let's play and check. We can see that if we play it once, it is just randomly going to one position and staying there. Now, if we want this to happen forever, we go next on the tutorial and we can see that we have to use the forever block to do so. So we are going to use the forever block, detach the code and attach it all together to the start block. Now let's play and check. We can see that the key is moving randomly on the screen. However, it's moving very fast, so we have to add a delay. To do so, let's go back to the tutorial. Now, why the key is moving so fast, we have to slow it down. So we are going to use the wait second block and we will change the value to 0.5. As you can see, it's suggested in the tutorial. Now let's go next and click on try your code. So we can see that now the key is appearing randomly on the screen and at the right speed. So we are done with our mission 1 here. So let's go ahead. It's time for a quick summary. Please allow the student to summarize the concepts they have learned so far. However, here we have used the go-to block to ensure that we are moving an actor to a specific X and Y position on the screen. Similarly, pick random block is used when we want to pick a number between the two given numbers randomly. Now, how we have used it in the activity? Here we wanted our key to appear at random X and Y positions. So for that, first of all, we have used the go-to block where we are asking the key to go to a specific X and Y position. To ensure that it is appearing randomly, we have attached the pick random block. Now, if we only want the key to move horizontally, in this case, we can connect the pick random block to the X section of the go-to block and we can say that the key should move from screen left to screen right, as it can be seen in this picture, from screen left to screen right. Similarly, for the vertical movement, if we want the key to move randomly appear on the vertical lines, we can attach the pick random block to the Y section of the go-to block and we can select the codes that the key should move from screen top to screen bottom. That's how we have ensured that the key is appearing at the random positions. However, it is staying within the screen boundaries. So as we can see, this is the complete code. We have asked the key to appear randomly within the screen boundaries by ensuring that it is moving from screen left to screen right and screen top to screen bottom. Now, this is a quiz question which is given to check the student's understanding. So we can see in the question that what will be the correct code block for the randomly moving key as shown below. So we can see that the movement of the key here is horizontal, which means that first option is correct because the pick random block has been connected to the X section of the go-to block. And that's the correct answer. Now it's time to move on to mission 2. In mission 2, we are going to help the agent 7 to move with the mouse. So as we have noticed in the explore activity that agent 7 is moving along with the mouse pointer. So in mission 2, students are going to code for the same and we have student activity 2 here. So in this student activity, students are going to code to ensure that Agent 7 is moving along with the mouse pointer. Please encourage the students to read the tutorial and follow the given instructions. Now, as soon as we click on the play button, Agent 7 should start moving along with the mouse pointer. So we are going to take on start block. And since we want that Agent 7 should always move along with the mouse pointer, we are going to take forever block and attach the go to block inside it. So on start, Agent 7 should always go to the mouse pointer. We click on next. Now here is a question which says, is Agent 7 facing in the correct direction when we move the mouse to the left? Let's check the output. If I click on next, I can see that it is going to the mouse pointer wherever I'm taking the mouse. However, it is not facing towards the left. So let's fix that. As per the tutorial, we have another block which is point towards. This point towards block helps us to make the actor face towards a particular direction. So we are going to take this point towards block and connect it just above the go to block. Now, since we are done here, click on next. First, let's try the code. So we can still see that it is still not facing towards the left if I'm taking my mouse towards the left edge. Why is that? It's because we have to change some settings here. So what we have to do is we have to go to the settings icon of Agent 7. Then we click on the advanced setting here. Over there we have this option, sprite rotation. Click onto this option and click on flip horizontally. So there are three types of rotation, which is rotate freely, flip horizontally, and don't rotate. We have to select flip horizontally. Once this is done, let's check the tutorial and click on try your code. Now let's check the output. So we can see that if I am taking my mouse towards the left, it's facing towards left, and if we are bringing it to right, so you can see that it is now pointing towards the right direction. Let's stop. So this is about student activity 2. We are done here. Going back to the slides, it's time for quick summary. So we have used two code blocks here, which is point towards the mouse pointer. This block helps us to point the actor in a specific direction, which means if the mouse is going towards the left, the actor should face towards the left. The second block we learned is go to mouse pointer, which ensures that the actor is moving along with the mouse pointer on the screen, which means that the mouse pointer is going to set the position of the actor. Going ahead, we are going to talk about the rotation style, how we clicked on the settings icon of the actor, went to the advanced settings, and over there you can select the type of rotation you want, and we selected flip horizontally. Now, there are three types of rotation styles. As we can see, flip horizontally is the one we used in the activity. We have rotate freely. So if you make an actor to rotate freely, you can see that this is how it rotates in the circular movement. We also have another third type of rotation, which is don't rotate. Over here, you can see that the actor is definitely moving along with the mouse pointer, but it is not rotating the actor at all. So based on this, we can see that if we want our actor to move left and right along with the mouse pointer and also change its direction, then we have to use these two blocks, point towards the mouse pointer and go to the mouse pointer. So based on this understanding, we have a quick quiz question for the students to check their understanding. Identify the rotation style for the compass needle. Three options are there: rotate freely, flip horizontally, don't rotate. So as we can see that it was rotating for sure and it was not flipping at all. So that's why the correct answer would be rotate freely. Moving ahead, we are done with our mission 2. Now let's start with our third mission, which is chase Agent 7. So in one of the previous classes, we made the monster bird chase the dragon using these code blocks, where monster bird was always pointing towards the dragon. It was moving ahead. Also, since we wanted to create the chase, monster bird had to a little slower than the dragon. So we added the wait block, and this was a continuous action. Hence, everything is inside the forever loop. Now something similar we have to create here because the gang member has to chase agent 7. So we have a teacher activity here. Let's start with the teacher activity. So in this activity, we will make the gang member follow agent 7. We can see that the coding for key is already done. Now here it says that gang member is too slow. So let's play and check. We can see here that agent 7 is moving along with the mouse pointer. Key is appearing randomly on the screen. However, wherever the agent 7 is going, mouse is pointing towards agent 7. However, it is very slow. It's not chasing agent 7 that fast. So let's see what can be done. Click next. So it is suggesting to reduce the value of wait block for the gang member. So make sure we go to the code area of gang member where we can see that code for gang member is already done. It is going to point towards agent 7. We'll change it to agent 7 because it has to chase agent 7. It has to move ahead, and let's reduce the value of wait block from 1 to 0.5. Let's play and check. So we can see that it is little faster. Let's try and check another value, weight 0.1. This is a good time for the student to experiment around the values and understand the difference. So please allow them to do so. Now if we click on play, we can see that the mouse is chasing agent 7 and the speed is also faster. So this is the correct pace. We can stop here. Let's move ahead in the tutorial. So the correct movement of the gang member, we can see that it says go to the coding area of the gang member and update the value of wait block, which we just did. Now it says try your code. So we can see that now it is working fine. Mouse is chasing agent 7. Let's stop and go ahead back to the slides. So we can see that to create the chase, we made the gang member point towards agent 7, wait for a few seconds, and move pixels block was used. Now there is another efficient way to create the chase. Instead of using the move pixels block and wait block, we can remove these two blocks and replace it with the glide block. Glide block does the work for both these blocks. It will allow an actor to glide gradually to a specific X and Y position in the given mentioned amount of seconds. So here in this slide, what is the X and Y position of agent 7? Now, any actor which is on the screen, or it always has a set of X and Y values. It always stands on a specific X and Y value. So position of agent 7 over here is same as the position of the mouse pointer. So whatever is the X and Y value of the mouse pointer is, that is the same X and Y value we have for agent 7. So these are the two blocks which can be used. Mouse X gives the X position of the mouse pointer and mouse Y gives the Y position of the mouse pointer on the screen. Now, if we use the glide block, what we can do is we can make the gang member chase agent 7. We have given a 2 seconds of delay, which will allow the gang member to chase agent 7 gradually, and it is going towards a specific X and Y value, which is the X value of the mouse pointer and Y value of the mouse pointer. And since agent 7 is following the mouse pointer, the chase is created. It's time for the student activity. Now in the student activity, we are going to learn another way of creating the chase. So in this activity, we will make the gang member follow the agent 7. So we are going to take the on start block, and we want that the gang member should always point towards agent 7. So that's why we are going to keep point towards block inside forever. And we want the gang member to point towards agent 7 always. Going ahead, we are going to now create the chase. So instead of taking two different blocks, we are simply taking one glide block. We want that gang member should take 2 seconds to reach to agent 7. Now, what is agent 7's X and Y value? To do that, we have to use mouse X and mouse Y value. What you can do is allow the student to search for the mouse X block by typing here in the code library. So we can take mouse X block here. Similarly, we want that the gang member should also follow the mouse pointer's Y value as well. So the coding is done. Let's bring the tutorial back. The code exactly looks similar. Let's play and check. Click on try your code. And we can see that gang member is chasing agent 7 here. So this is done. Back to the slides. Over here, we have a quick quiz question for the student. Which code block will give the X coordinate of the mouse pointer? So the correct answer is A, mouse X. Another question, which code block will make the actor follow the mouse pointer? So here, there are three options we have. Here we have to use the code block that will make the actor follow the mouse pointer. So wherever the mouse pointer goes, first of all, we have to go to the mouse pointer and go to specific mouse's X and Y coordinate. So the answer is C. With this, our mission 3 is completed. Now it's time for mission 4, where we are going to code for win and lose condition. Now, every game has a win or a lose condition. In this scenario, our win condition is that when agent 7 touches the key, it says great work. That's the win condition. And lose condition is that when gang member touches agent 7. So now we'll code for the same. First, let's start coding for the win condition. Now, in order to code for the win scenario, there are a couple of things that we have to keep in mind is first of all, identify the win message actor. So when we see great work and we can see the door is open and agent 7 is near the door, this is a new actor which has been added. Now, when this event happens that agent 7 touches the key, at this event, this win actor is visible. We change the background. Now, until and unless this event is not happened, until and unless agent 7 has not touched the key, this great work actor should be hidden throughout from the start of the game. Okay, and there is the communication happening between the actors. So let's start with teacher activity 2 and we'll start coding for it. Okay, so as we can see here in the tutorial, we have to code for the win state. Click on next. Here we have to add the win state. So when the winning will happen, that when agent 7 will touch the key. So we will select the key from here. When agent 7 touches the key, we are in the coding area for agent 7. We want to hide agent 7 and we have to broadcast a message which says win. You can type win here. Now we have followed all these steps. Click on next. Here, this win state, as we mentioned, it is an actor. Now, when this actor receives the message win, that's when it shows up. Otherwise, since the start of this game, this actor is hidden from the start. Okay. Now let's try the code. See, the moment we collected the key, we can see that it's showing great work, and all the other actors we can see are hidden. Now let's go back to the slides. Now it's time to code for the lose scenario. So in the lose scenario as well, we have another message actor which says identify lose message actor. And this is when the agent 7 touches the gang member and it is trapped. So the events are going to work exactly the same way we did in the teacher activity. So let's go ahead and start with the student activity. Here we have to encourage the student to code for the lose state. So we click on next. Here we have to first code for agent 7 that when agent 7 touches the gang member, that time agent 7 will hide and it will broadcast lose. Once that is done, we'll go next. Now we are going to code for a new actor, which is lose state. This is added here as an actor. So when this receives lose, that time only this actor will show. Otherwise, from start, this will be hidden. Let's go next. Always encourage the students to read the tutorial and follow the steps. Now let's click on try your code. So here, when we touch the gang member, when agent 7 touches the gang member, it says, oh no, I'm trapped. So we are done with the lose condition as well. Now, a game state defines the game actions when an event occurs. First, to start a game, we click on the play button, we start playing the game. If we win the game, it shows we've won it and we go to the next level. However, if we lose the game, we stays in the same level and we try to play the game again. It's time to summarize the win game state. So in this game, the event was that when agent 7 touches the key. So there was a touching event and the action that took place was that when agent 7 touches the key, it broadcast win. And when another actor, which was great work actor, it receives the message win, then it shows. Similarly, for the lose game state as well, when agent 7 touches the gang member, it broadcasts game over or lose. And similarly, the other actor which says, oh no, I'm trapped, that particular actor shows up. With this, we have completed all the 4 missions. Congratulate the student for completing Run for Key game. They have used coordinates, concept of random, and game states to code this game. Now it's time for project explanation. Please ensure that you explain the problem statement of the project clearly and also emphasize on the importance of the project submission. In this project, we have to help the penguin glide smoothly without colliding with the iceberg. So we can see that the penguin is going to move around on the screen along with the mouse pointer, and iceberg is chasing the penguin. However, we have to ensure that they are not colliding together. So this is the project which the student has to create. Now it's time for summarization. So allow the student to summarize all the concepts they have learned in the class. First, we are talking about to choose a random exposition for an actor. If we want an actor to move horizontally, then in that case, we use the pick random block with screen left to screen right, and we attach it inside the go to block in the X section. Similarly, for vertical movement, if we want an actor to move vertically and pick random locations, in that case, similarly, we are going to attach the pick random block to the Y section of the code block. A quick summary on mouse X and mouse Y. So mouse X gives us the horizontal position of the mouse pointer on the screen. Similarly, mouse Y gives us the vertical position of the mouse pointer on the screen. There are 2 states that we have in the game, which is win game state and the lose state. So to win the game, Agent 7 had to collect the key. That was the winning condition. And losing condition was that Agent 7 touches the gang member. Now, as a part of additional activity, if you have completed the class before 60 minutes, if you still have 5 minutes remaining, please start with the additional activity. And as a part of it, we will use the next costume block to add animation to the gang member. Let's start with the additional activity. Additional activities are always supposed to be done by the student. Okay, so in this additional activity, we will animate the gang member. Click on next. Encourage the student to read the tutorial. So we are coding in the code area for gang member. On start, the gang member should have a frame-based animation. So for that, we are going to use the next costume command. If we click on the pencil icon, we can see that there are different frames which are added for the gang member. So we are going to use the next costume command so that it gives us the animation of a running gang member. Now I am going to add the wait block to add a delay. Let's click on next. Let's click on try your code. And here we can see that the gang member has an animation of running. And we can stop. After this, we have additional activity 2, where we are going to introduce the time-based progress bar into the game. So with the help of next costume block and wait block, we are going to create this time-based progress bar. Let's start with additional activity 2. In this activity, we are going to add the progress bar. So we can see that we have a new actor added here, which is the progress bar. We can also see here it is in the list of actors. First, we will bring the on start block. On start, we are going to switch the costume of this progress bar to the first one, which is orange progress bar 5. After that, we are going to attach the repeat block. Now, when the game starts, the progress bar should be full. If we click on the pencil icon here, we can see that the first costume is where we have the progress bar complete, then it reduces over the time. So to ensure that, we are going to take the repeat block. Inside repeat block, we are going to put the wait block. We are going to wait for 5 seconds, and after every 5 seconds, the costume of the progress bar should change. So we will take the next costume command. Now this iteration should happen 4 times. After that, it will broadcast lose. And with that, we are done with this additional activity. We'll try the code. As we can see here, the progress bar is working. Let's go back to the slides. We are done with the additional activity 2 as well. And in the next class, please tell the student that they are going to create a game where Agent 7 has to dodge the can attack. So we can see that there is a gang member who's throwing the cans on Agent 7, and Agent 7 has to dodge them. We can also see that we have timer included here in the game. So this is going to be an exciting game. And with that, this is where the class ends. Thank you so much.